Okay, hello and welcome to today's video, and my name is Robert Sims, and I'm a junior software engineer. And in today's video we are going to create a simple API that listens to a certain port, and it serves certain HTML and CSS files. And this is a beginner tutorial, so if you are an intermediate or a senior backend developer, you can skip it. But before we start, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more. So without any further ado, we are going to dive into this. And here all we are having is a simple server running up, and I'll start it right now. So we change directory to the exact folder where we run npm run dev to start the development server. So as it is starting up, it is using Node to start up to explore our file tree, and here I'm having some folders open and nothing more is in it. And this middleware, we will see that in future. For these, the routers, just exporting certain routers from the Express app, and others I think they are empty except these are the view having some static HTML files that we are going to serve as our API endpoints. They are being accessed by any user, and here we have a CSS file. It's having some simple and basic CSS for styling our 404 page and our main page. It's having some small content here. So all we are going to do today are only, I think, if we move this, there are only 3 things, and we are going to apply the middleware for the API, and we'll serve the static files for the API, and then we'll create a 404 custom middleware in that when a certain API endpoint is being accessed and it's not available in that API, the API, instead of just returning something like JSON, data in form of JSON, it will serve a static file for HTML, and it will be serving with a status code of 404. And if you are not unique with the status codes, I think you might go and make some researches, because I'm just beginning this channel and I haven't covered a lot. So these are one of my first tutorials. So we'll check our server whether it's running, and here it is, and we'll go back to the I think the browser, and I was still handling something here, but no worries about that, because we'll go here, and our server is running on 3500, and yes, since we are not serving anything, you can see that our server says cannot get any route. So we will go here and we will say to enable our server to be moving around. So we are going to apply some middleware. We will do that just under this comment. So we are going to apply any middleware for the API. We will use the application from the server, from the Express server, because the Express is the one that is running our application. So we are going to say application, and we will use certain middleware. I will say we will use the cookie parser to enable our API to pass in cookies, to allow cookies and other information that is being passed through cookies. So we will use body parser to enable passing of the body, and we will say JSON. Copy that line down. So for that, copy that line down, and we'll say Express. We should also allow Express to allow use of JSON in our body. So we'll say body parser dot URL encoded, so that all our URLs are being encoded and prevent attacks from different hack attacks and other insecurity vulnerabilities like server request forgeries and other stuffs like that can be able to make our server vulnerable in terms of security. So external will say that will be false, passing a boolean. Okay, we'll just suppose copy that line down and we'll use express. And again here there's some middleware, but for now we are going to use this. And again, another thing that we will do before setting our static files, we need to create routes for the API, and that will be, we'll use this root routers controller.js, and as I told you, we are going to explore them. So here is the file that is going to handle all our routes for the API, in that when a user visits a certain endpoint on our application or our API, they will be able to get access to any kind of resource that are being provided on a certain route. So we are going to say route the route endpoint, and we will say get, passing a callback function with some 2 parameters, and and we'll set response to status code to equal to a number, and we'll pass in an integer which will be 200 for the success, to show success that our API has returned data. And we'll say for now we are going to set the content type to equal to application /JSON. So here we'll just send the response over JSON of an object which will contain a message. We'll say hello world. Yep, it's a common word used by many beginners. So as you're exporting this, we are going to access it somewhere here, and we say our application to use the middleware. And instead of just passing in the callback like the way we did this, because these are route, it's going to handle routers. We'll pass in the first argument as a string that will serve as the root of our application. So we'll require that the second argument will be the middleware that is needed to be passed in. So we'll go up of the old file folder for the server, and we'll go to the routers, and then to the file that is containing all our routes. So we'll save that, and we'll go back to our terminal, and here we see our server started. So if we hit that, we refresh, and you can see that our endpoint says that hello world. So instead of serving this, we would like to serve a static file. So the middleware for serving the static files will do the same as we did for the other middleware. It's the application to use, and this comes from Express. Express provides, as it is a Node.js library, it provides the good middleware for handling most cases of our API. So we'll say .static, and then here the first argument that, or the only argument that will be passed in will be, I think, will be the path to the static file that we would like to serve for our endpoint. So we are going to use the node path module, and we'll join that with the directory name, and then we will go up from our files, and then we go from here, and then we close all this and this, and then we go up from here, and then we come to the public folder. So we'll say public folder, then we'll copy a few lines of that in the public. We'll close our public folders out, and some other folders will serve the folders, we'll serve the styles, and lastly we will go for the view that is containing our index, our HTML file. So if we set this and check our server and it's running, so before we even do anything, or we include a route that serves a static file, if you go back here and refresh, we can see that our application is up and running and our files are being served as well, but yet we did not set any route to serve a static file, and our main route that we have, it serves the hello world. So here we are going to change the whole of this from just response to JSON to sending file, and we'll pass in an argument without wasting any time. I think we'll pass in path to our files, and we'll use the path module from Node. We'll join that with the directory name. Then we'll go up from here. We'll go up, and then the view will serve the index.html. But for now, as our file here is served on the root route for our application, so we are going to say here home/home. So when we go to this endpoint on our API, it should serve this file, which is the index.html file. So if we try to reload and try to say /home, and you can see our page is being served as well. So there are certain points whereby a certain endpoint might be accessed to our API and it does not exist, like you can say got, and if we try to access got, it does not exist. The API just sends a message that says that it cannot get. So to solve this, we are going to create some custom middleware, and that will be the 404 middleware, and this is always an error middleware. So same export, so export function. We won't be having any names. We do have a request, and then the response here. So we'll copy some content here, and I forgot here. Always make sure that you change the content for anything that you're having, because you're having different types of content like text /html /javascript /css, and you have application /json and more others. You can go and Google some. So here we're going to also change and say text /html, because we are going to be handling and serving an HTML file. Here we'll say 404, set the status code to 404, and then we are going to as well copy this line of code and we will paste it here, but the only thing is that we are going to go up again, and instead of this we will serve for 404 index.html, which is this one. So we'll refresh that. Forgot, we have to first use the middleware everywhere in our application, so we'll say use require that from middleware, then errors, whatever is called, it is a very good editor, because it shows you complete. It can help you to do a lot of things within time without wasting time. So we'll even come here and say application we'll use require that from go up, and then middleware to errors, and then 404. So we'll save that and then check for our server. It is still starting, and it has started. And if we try to search a route for gold that's not existing on our API, we should see some changes, and this is what I've been talking about. And here it is, our 404 error page has been sent. And if we try to go for the home, you can see that our home page has been served. And if we try to go to the home again, our file will be served for the index.html. So yeah, that's it guys, and thank you for today. Thank you for watching, and that has been just a simple video to show you how to serve static files on your backend system if you're a beginner and